Alright, so I'm here. I want to tell you guys, about the initial stepping stone to my career, my first position W-2 job that I had. It was actually the last W-2 job that I had, and I'm 21 at the moment, and I had the job at 18. So initially it was a door-to-door marketing company. We advertised windows, roofing, and siding. The commission structure was it was great, actually. If you only had a couple yeses, you made a couple $100 in a single day. And I actually, kind of took advantage of that, where, I realized once I sharpened my skills and actually developed myself, I would, perform better on the job. I was only at the job for a few months because of, plenty of reasons, from sloppiness in management to even payroll mishaps where they forgot to pay a couple weeks. But anyway, a few things that I learned from that job was first to develop a thick skin. That was like the first an initial thing that I had to grow or develop immediately. Where when you're out in the field from 10 in the morning to we were actually out there, it's like 9 at night, even 12-hour days to 10 at night sometimes. You realize that there's nothing else for you to do while you're out there unless you just want to waste time and not make money. And so when I was out in these territories and like it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon and you haven't gotten a sale yet or a lead or generated a lead yet, it got to those points came where I felt like there's no point of even trying. Like I'm in a bad mood or it's raining or whatever, I might as well just give up. And then I thought, well, I'm out here anyway. What else am I going to do? Like, there's really, what am I going to do? Am I going to beat around the bush over at Wawa? I didn't have any money at the time, so I couldn't do that. It was one of those things that I just had to get over. And so, I just remained persistent and realized I might as well put in the work, take action while I'm out here, and it started paying off. Another thing is, alongside of persistence is developing the thick skin of hearing people say no. The fear of rejection was, I overcame that fear very easily. And, it kind of ties into the persistence. How did I overcome it? I quickly realized I'm out here. All it takes was 1 or 2 people to say yes. And at the time, it was lead generation. So if I got a lead, it wasn't the lead that paid. The lead actually had to be pulled through by a back-end salesman. And once that salesman did his job, then my commission went through. And that was about a 50% conversion. So I thought if I could just get 2 people and 1 say yes, and if I did 1 person every day, that was like $900, $1,000 per week. So I started to just get systematic and methodical with it. And I realized I need to take that and apply that in other areas of life. And just don't be afraid to hear the word no and speak to other people. And that definitely ties into what I'm doing now as far as hot calling people and prospecting to try to close sales on the other end. Last but not least, a takeaway from this video or from my experience of that is to don't think anything is the end of the world. I thought I was going to be at that company for a while, like years, and I was only there for about 3 months. In that 3 months, probably made actually I wasn't even there 3 months. It was about 2 months, and I made over about $6-7 grand for like an 18-year-old is pretty good. So, however, I was very upset when I had to leave the company, and I took that at heart, and I was emotional at the time, and it was my first job, and so I took it very seriously and kind of let it affect me. And then I realized, ever since then I've been on the entrepreneurial route, from selling my services to developing my skills and speaking and writing. And so I realized, that's not the end of the world. And so now I know to never project that feeling and anything else. And that's one of the lessons I learned. And I hope you guys take that away from that lesson as well.